Kertson Manswell coming in here at 22-5. Was 20-0. He was really being fast-tracked a couple years ago. And then in some high-level fights, he started to lose. It's something that just happens in this game. You reach a certain level, and you can't go any further. So now, as he shows you the Tony Dorsett jersey from football, he'll try to come up with an instant turnaround. Lost 5 of his last 7. As he awaits Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder has never been forced past 4 rounds in his career. And the hope of the people putting this fight together is that he'll get some rounds tonight. We shall see. There is Mark Breland, his trainer, and great fighter in his own right, a welterweight champion and a 5-time New York Golden Gloves champion.
Also, like Wilder, a U.S. Olympian. He won the gold medal in Los Angeles in the 1984 games.
So who better to learn from? Olympian to Olympian.
Exactly, and if you look at Breland's frame, he was tall for his weight class as well, like Wilder is, taller than all his opponents. Long, lanky frame. They have a lot of things in common, and I'm sure Breland is sharing that knowledge with Deontay now that he's working with him and training him.
All right, fighters are in the ring. Let's meet them.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Civic Center here in Mobile, Alabama, it is time for the main event of the evening. 10 rounds scheduled in the heavyweight division. Presented by Golden Boy Promotions, the Mobile Sports Authority, and the Fox Sports Networks, and sponsored by Corona Extra, La Cerveza Más Fina, and DeWalt. With their new 20-volt max brushless technology, they are guaranteed tough. The 3 judges scoring this bout at ringside: Jeff Dodson, David Toronto, and John Westerturf. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action for this main event, Keith Hughes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the judges are ready and the fighters are ready. Mobile, make some noise if you are ready! Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Wearing black, trimmed in white, he weighed in officially 251 pounds. This ring veteran brings an outstanding record, 22 victories, including 17 knockouts and just 5 defeats. From Charlottesville, Trinidad, here is Kertson, the Warrior Manswell. And next his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. Wearing bronze trunks, he weighed in 228.5 pounds. As a professional, he is perfect in the ring. 23 bouts, 23 victories, 23 knockout wins. From Tuscaloosa, Alabama, the 2008 U.S. Olympic bronze medal winner. Here is the undefeated bronze bomber, Deontay.
Instructions in the dressing room. Remind you, listen to me at all times. Shake hands. Shake hands. Good luck to both of you. Shake hands. Let's go. Good luck.
Well, the stare down goes on. This week, Manswell said that this would be the death of Deontay Wilder, and he took some exception to it, so maybe they're carrying that over into this a little bit.
Yeah, no love lost between these two guys. What a stare down.
And Manswell took the fight on a week-and-a-half notice, so he got the rivalry going quickly.
He's looking to come out even before the bell rings.
Well, you just get the sense that something is going to fly early here.
Let's see. Could be interesting.
Wilder has not had to go past 4 rounds.
Well, on paper, it's a bit of a step up for Deontay. Let's see how he handles Manswell.
Manswell replacing the original opponent for Wilder. Was expected to give him, according to matchmakers, a fairly tough time. Got some heat this week from Emmanuel Stewart, saying that he wants to see Manswell in some tougher fights because he's a very good fighter.
You want to see Wilder?
Wilder, yes. Wilder in some bigger fights because he's a very good fighter.
Yeah, he definitely is. And his bronze medal at the Olympics shows that. Seems like here you see the Breland impact on Deontay's. He's trying to establish the jab. Mark Breland is one of the best jabs you'll see back in his time. You see Wilder trying to establish his own left jab, knowing he's got the height.
Here's Manswell. Breland with the big jab and a huge right hand behind it in his fights and working with Wilder. 84 inches. What an imposing reach. And yet for Manswell, not that bad of a reach disadvantage. 81 himself, usually 84. It's terrible as he gets nailed. And here comes the Wilder Express. Manswell down. We said something explosive could happen early. It has.
Wilder got excited after the knockdown. Let's see how Manswell comes back. Let's see if he can survive the follow-up here.
Can Manswell tie up, or is Wilder going to do what he's been doing? Jab, big right hand for Wilder. Down goes Manswell again. Even though it's no 3 knockdown rule, a 3rd knockdown in the round probably would end it.
Manswell seemed to complain that it was a push. It seemed to be a half a push, but he probably needed the rest anyway.
Manswell walking in here, not tying up. So he's not buying himself any time. Now he ties up, which is what he wants to do.
He seems to have his legs back under him. I think the second knockdown didn't land clean, although those did land clean. There he goes again.
Down he goes for the 3rd time, and that's it.
Stoppage.
So even though, we show it to you time and again, there is no 3 knockdown rule, there is still a 3 knockdown guidance to referees. You see 3 knockdowns in a round, they will usually call it.
And that has happened to Deontay Wilder, baby.
So Deontay Wilder,
yeah.
the Wild Man again.
All the heavyweights just watching.
And you get the sense that
Deontay Wilder trying, baby, who there?
it's probably the last time we'll see him at a level like this. We're probably going to see him moving up now. There just will be a demand for it.
Yeah, he's ready. He's ready to step it up. He's ready to face some high-level world-class opposition. A stoppage like this over a guy like Manswell. Manswell had, he'd gone the distance with guys like Cedric Boswell and Ruslan Shagayev. I mean, those are solid guys. Shagayev at one time even held a world title. He'd gone rounds with those guys. For Deontay to get him out of there in 1 round and just utterly destroy him, I mean, he never let Manswell into the fight. So there will be a demand as you see the Alabama crowd appreciating their man. There will be a demand for him to step it up next.
Now let's take a look and see how he did this so quickly. There's that big left hook that gets it started. And terrific power. Even when he squared up, Paulie, he was able to knock him down.
Yeah, I think the initial hook did all the damage. Manswell came up after slipping the right hand. He comes up, you see, and he gets caught with a follow-up left hook. That's why they teach these young fighters, always important to follow up your right hand with a left hook. Picture perfect by Deontay Wilder. Threw the right hand, he missed it, but the follow-up left hook got his man.
All right, so the heavy favorite that he was, he fought to form. Took care of Manswell right away. You see a knockdown from a squared up position. That was impressive. And then he would keep on going. Yeah, he just didn't let his opponent off the hook. This is a guy that had a big 2007, 2008 National Golden Gloves Championship, U.S. Championships, a guy ticketed for stardom back 5 years ago, and now moving into a spot where we're going to probably see him against top 15 guys, and here he is finishing Manswell, or continuing the damage.
Again, this is the follow-up. This is a second knockdown. It didn't seem to land very clean. Manswell still, I think he was still trying to regain his legs. Even if it didn't land clean, he went down again. I think he was still hurt from the first knockdown, honestly. As you can see, it didn't land very clean, but he went down. Just the force of the shot, even if it didn't land clean. Manswell never got his legs back after the first knockdown. He never recovered.
Manswell in over his head as Wilder taking care of a guy. You take a look at Mark Breland, his daughter in here. Did a nice job here. Comes in and does what he has to do against the opponent.
And here's the last knockdown. Manswell trying to get away from the coming onslaught, just didn't know where to turn. Wilder didn't give him any options. He heard his man, he sensed the knockout, and he finished him. Great killer instinct by Wilder. Good left hand to finish it off.
And there's a guy that's just been used to winning, and you know, a guy is not on your level. Don't let him get on your level. That's pretty much
exactly. One thing that's going to get lost here among all these knockdowns in the first round is the fact that Wilder did come out patient. He came out establishing his left jab, and I like to see that in a fighter on his way up, you know, to maintain the maturity and the poise, to not just come out wild and reckless when he knows he has the kind of power Wilder has, because Wilder has the kind of power where, you know, you'll think he would come out blazing, guns blazing, but he established it first with the jab.
All right, let's get the final numbers here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 2 minutes, 10 seconds, round number 1. We have a stoppage. He records tonight his 24th consecutive victory as a professional, his 24th consecutive KO win. He is still the undefeated bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder.
Out streak as Mark Breland shows his approval, his trainer, from one Olympian to another, and family time. The victory by Wilder occurs in round number 1. Hey, some people would look at this and say, what took you so long? 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
I know, right? You know, the hard part is the preparation for the fight was intense, and you know, the hard part is waiting. I'm a fighter. I love to fight. So when I get a great challenge, then I'm up for it. You know, I had no nervousness. I felt good. I'm at home, you know, and it was like eating cake. Anime, eat the cake, anime, eat the cake. Eat the cake, anime.
Deontay, you're a bronze medalist in the Olympics in 08. Now you're stepping up the competition. You got a first-round knockout. You think you're ready for the world-class level now? Is there anybody you want to call out? Is there anybody in particular you want to fight next, or even fight for the titles or whatnot?
How about this? Klitschko's, don't retire. That's a new heavyweight in town. He's from Alabama. His name's the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. And for all the heavyweights that are looking and watching me right now, what's up, baby?
Hey, Deontay, for people who wonder what has happened to the American heavyweight scene, do you think you're the answer for that? Do you feel you're going to be like in the top 15 opponent maybe next time out?
I'm the answer to the solution. I'm the answer, baby. Ain't nobody else gonna be able to do it, man. You know, this is a God-given talent for me. You know, God said, ask for what you want and you shall receive. He shall give you the desires of your heart. It may not come when you want it, but it's always on time. And my time is about time. Now.
You know, Deontay, you started working with Mark Breland, who's also an Olympian, a gold medalist, somebody who had the height advantage over his opponents like you do. How's it been working with Mark Breland?
It's been great. Mark's been great. You know, he's come all the way from New York and traveling all the way down, man. It's been great. You know, we didn't have our slow parts, we didn't have our up part, but it's part of the game. And I think as I get on it, man, it's just love. This bomb squad, my squad the best, man. I got the best team in the world, and we coming all the way to the top, man. That's just it's no question asked. I got the power, I got the speed, I got the height, I got the talent, and most of all, I look good, baby.
Hey, take a look at the monitor. You're doing the good damage here in round 1. Did you sense that he just couldn't stay with you?
Oh, most definitely, right off the bat. Once I knew, once he felt that jab, it was over with. And the speed was a killer too, man. You know, I'm one of the most fastest heavyweight in the division with the feet work as well too. You know, he once he felt that right hand, he definitely didn't want no more. He didn't want to throw a punch because he was so cautious. You know, most of you guys hear about my power. You know, the magic gonna come whether you want it or not. I'm gonna hit you. So you might well come in and give you your best, give you your all, because the Bronze Bomber definitely gonna deliver the bombs, baby.
All right, we're going to have ourselves a second look at the knockdown. Tell us about your power. Nobody seems to be able to stay with you.
Man, like I said, this is God-given talent, man. You know, sometimes it scares me. I don't even know the measurement of my power, man. And sometimes when I hit these guys, I feel the structure of the bones in my hands. And when I feel that, I know it's a good night. Night-night!
You know, Deontay, You got a lot of power, and everybody knows that already. But one thing we noticed early in the fight, you wanted to establish your jab. You wanted to establish your height. You're not one of these guys that has all the power and comes in and gets reckless. You stayed very disciplined. Was that part of the plan early on? Did you know, I'm stepping up, let me set up the power first before just throwing it?
Oh yeah, most definitely. You know, when I first came out, you know, I was most definitely I was wild. I was reckless. But you know, due time, you know, you develop into a fighter. You know, you go all around. You see different ways. You see different styles, and you work with different people. And you know, I just like to give a shout out to all my bomb squad, man. You know, I don't have a lot of yes sirs and oh you do this. Everybody tells me the truth. You know, and I just have honest people in my group and tell me what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. You know, nobody just sucking up to me because who I am, and we just established that calmness now. I'm a whole different, totally fighter from when I first started. I know it, I feel it when I'm in that ring.
We're going to jump in on you here, man. You can keep going. We're going to look forward to you stepping up in class. Hey, thanks for stopping by again. Congratulations on the win. We'll continue to look for more for Deontay Wilder, maybe back here in Alabama or maybe on the bigger screen.